once donated a coaching session with me as a prize for a bingo fundraiser. When my prize got announced, it was a tie. So one winner got my coaching session and the other left with something else. Later that night, I started chatting with an acquaintance who casually says, "Oh, this has been such a wonderful night. My friend even got a prize." And she said, at first, she thought she had won a coaching session. But luckily, she ended up with something much better. An embroidered pillow that said, "I came, I saw, I bingoed." Ouch. They preferred a pillow to a coaching session with me. I felt so small. I started spiraling into self-doubt. But then I realized that was not about me. They don't really know me or my work. There's a good chance they never had a coaching session in their lives, and they certainly never had a coaching session with me. Coaching wasn't appealing to them. That's a fact. There's something wrong with me or with my work? That's a story. That bingo night reminded me once again of how often we react and we respond to our own interpretation of reality, to the stories that we create, not the actual facts. From a very young age, we start creating these mental filters and rules to make sense of the world around us. We develop habits of the mind, patterns that run on autopilot and that shape the stories that we tell ourselves. Reality isn't objective. It is deeply personal, and it defines our life experiences. Your boss says, "You could be more organized." We hear, "I'm incompetent." This mismatch between fact and story can lead to really harmful consequences. Our world has become very black and white. We have fixed, preconceived ideas about everything: politics, war, religion, technology, even pillows and coaching sessions. We pass judgment and then we struggle with the reality that we create. But what if we opened up to the possibility that our most absolute truths are not as black and white as we imagine? We each have a choice. We can stay on autopilot, choosing the same patterns over and over again. Or let go of the boxes that confine us and choose something different. Let's embrace a new way of being where we connect more deeply, we listen more fully, and we find a more empowering way to relate to life, where someone choosing a pillow over a coaching session doesn't trigger a meltdown. Because in the end, the story that we live is the story that we choose to believe.